Could your baby be at risk for a potential eye problem without you even realizing it? Well, now there's a brand new eye exam. It measures a baby's brain waves. It can help parents spot a problem early on. John and Beth decided to have the test performed on their daughter Addison because of a concerning family history.
Addie's dad had an eye condition that needed surgery, so that's a concern. I believe that the condition my husband had is genetic.
With a young child, it's difficult to tell because they can't tell you if they're seeing some double vision, so you might not know.
We're going to use this really cool machine that's going to show her a video, and then in between the video, there'll be black and white lines. That's when the test is really taking place. And then the video comes back just around the time she would lose attention. So we're going to hook on the electrodes. You may have heard of an EEG. That's what this is like. Oh, boy. Yay! Now we'll turn the machine on, and we'll see if we can get Addie to pay attention to this. This machine is looking at what the brain gets. This will tell us if the two eyes are functioning the same or if they're functioning different.
John and Beth are here with little Addison as well as Dr. David Granite. He's a pediatric ophthalmologist from UC San Diego. Welcome to all of you and Dr. Granite. So first things first, Jim, if you're screening someone in your office, minimal technology, what are you going to do?
You know, as a pediatrician, we're kind of limited to what we have. We have our little flashlight that, you know, these things are, what, 50 years old? Yeah. And we try to look in their eyes, and of course the babies usually won't cooperate. They're looking all over the place. You know, maybe use our fingers to track, and, you know, and we've got the eye charts and stuff, and of course, you can't tell me if you see any of that, can you? And that's the problem. We don't know if the eyes are communicating with the brain.
These kids around 2, this is not the time we call it the terrific 2s, right? I mean, this is a hard time to examine someone. Addie's awesome, and she let him look.
Yeah.
But only about 1 out of every 3 kids ever gets checked because it's so hard. So our job was to give new tools to the pediatrician to allow them to check what's going on with the eyes and the brain.
And one of the things that I want you to look at, this is an animation of an optic nerve, and what happens is the optic nerve travels from the eye and sends a signal to your brain if it's working properly. And that's essentially what you're measuring, is that signal that should be working equally in both eyes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The eye is just a camera. And then you have to get it back to the CPU back here, the central processing system, the computer. You need a cable to connect. And the way you need to know is if she's seeing or not is you put an electrode back there, and the brain waves tell us what she can see or what she can't see. So you need to identify these problems as a kid. You need to treat them as a kid because they're treatable. John, Addie's dad, if he had had this detected when he was a kid, he wouldn't have had neck surgery. Imagine, he had spine surgery for a problem that if it was detected at this age, never would have happened.
Yeah, I think there's 4 million people out there that are blind in one eye because of amblyopia, because it didn't get caught soon enough.
That's absolutely right. About 100,000 kids a year. Yeah. And it's unconscionable almost, because we have ways to treat these kids. We can make a difference. We can restore sight to the blind child with simple techniques, things like glasses or a patch, for heaven's sakes. I think that we have a picture we're going to show of her results right here. And this is what it looks like when you look at those black and white little stripes. These are the big stripes, like the big E on the eye chart, and here are the little stripes. And this is someone who's normal. You can see the right eye and the left eye here in different colors. They work together. In Addie, we look at the right eye and the left eye, and you can see the left eye is doing great, even as those stripes got small, like the little letters on the eye chart. The right eye didn't do as well. And so that separation between the two eyes tells us that Addie actually may be really having a problem in her right eye.
Now, Dr. Granite, this is a screening tool, though, right? So this doesn't tell us, oh, there's something wrong with her eyes. It's more, there could be something wrong. We need to take a closer look.
Absolutely. This is a screening test, like a mammography or a hearing test. Right. So what this means is that she should have an eye exam, a full-blown eye exam.
Mm-hmm. So early detection for you parents out there. Dr. Granite, thank you so much. Addison, thank you.